Hello everyone, happy Thursday. Lisa Harden coming to you live from beautiful but possibly turning smoky Boise, Idaho. Let's just enjoy the blue sky while we have it, right, Boiseans? All right, I am going to click over to see your comments. And I hope you're all doing well tonight. I hope you're doing very well. I am doing really good. The week has really kind of just flown by. And I'm okay with that. I'm looking forward to a weekend. I still have to do some extra work, I think, this weekend, but it won't be too bad. All right, there I am. And here are my friends already. Mary Ellen, Julie, Roz. So nice to see all of you. There's Carmen, Ginny, and Julie. Hello, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Hey, while we're waiting for everyone to come on, we'll do a little show and tell before we do a little do and tell. This is a card I just made for a challenge over in a business training group I'm in. So I think it's kind of pretty. I was trying to bring in the colors of fall. The theme was fall birthday cards. So obviously I wanted to bring in the color of fall. And that really bright orangey red color is terracotta tile. It was a little unexpected for me, especially when I matched it with that peacock plaid. So I don't know, what do you think about it? I think it's pretty good. If you hear me groaning in the background, I'm trying to get the lid off of this thing. You guys, I am always like screeching in. Usually I'm screeching in at the last minute. I know that you think I'm just like sitting here prepared and ready at 20 to 7, but that is not the case, my friends. I'm usually creating and then printing off things really quickly. I want it to be fresh. I don't want any of my designs to be stale for you, right? I want them to be fresh off the printer, and most of the times they are. Oh my gosh. Kevin, you have your first frost advisory. What? Oh, is it time for that? I don't know. Although we've been getting down in the 40s, so you know, we're kicking around that neighborhood. I can't say that we're too far away. Supposed to be a week in the 80s. The high will be around 80, and yeah. Well, Leslie and Megan, my little Friday morning Aussies, how are you doing, ladies? Nice to see you popping on. Oh goodness, I forgot my Band-Aid. Nobody look at my broken nail. It looks hideous. Just hideous. In fact, I'm gonna be weird about it all night long, so just stay right there. Get your friends. I'll be right back. Tango, quiet. Quiet. You're fine. They don't know what I'm doing. They know that something's wrong. Very wrong. So I got my nails done, but those of you who get your nails done now, there's just a point in time when they literally start falling off. And that's when you need to get your Band-Aids and then get a new set of nails. All right. You know way too much about my life, don't you? I'm so sorry for that. All right. Let's talk about what we're going to work with tonight. First of all, I have gathered what I think is kind of a nice little color combo. Definitely a fall color combo, right? And I'm going to use these two stamp sets, the Birch background stamp set and a Beautiful Friendship. I know they're not, you would not think of these necessarily for fall, I don't think, but I'm going to make them fall. I will talk you into it. And I bet a lot of you have this. Oh, Leslie says, check out what France Martin did with this set. With this set, Leslie, I'm excited. Maybe she did something recently. That would be cool. It's a very popular set, and so is the Birch background. But I haven't used it for a while. I'm sure that I use this in the summer because it's kind of summery, right? But we are going to transform it with these colors. So we have an old olive, pumpkin pie, terracotta tile, crushed curry, and a little crumb cake for a neutral. And yes, because, you know, my mind is just in fall. Like you guys are talking about the frost and all that stuff. Well, it happens, doesn't it? It happens. Hello, Denise, Jean, and Lori from Ohio. Lori, I think you're the only one that watches me from Ohio. Can you believe that? You better let your Ohioan friends know. Kathy, you finished your charm kit today, and you say they're beautiful cards. I'm so happy that you enjoyed it, and you are very good at making your own designs. So I always like seeing what you make up. It's always kind of fun. Okay, so what I did, it feels like 5 minutes ago, but it was probably an hour ago. What I did was I just started getting this out and playing with it, right? And I was just playing with things I had cut. So this is not a card. I was just looking at the colors. But I thought maybe you might find it interesting because sometimes this is how I start. If I'm not quite sure, I at least want to see the colors together. And, oh, okay, Leslie got it. And anyway, so then I was thinking, yeah, I like these colors together. This would definitely make a great slimline card. I'm not going to make that tonight, but just keep that in mind. I think that these stamps themselves, the shape of them, kind of lends themselves really easily to a slimline layout. So anyway, and then we are also going to, then I'm going to do like a 180 on you. And we're going to work with the Snowflake Splendor Designer Series paper. And we are going to create one of these cards that Kylie Bertucci and many others have been making, called a Scrappy Strip Mosaic card. She said that a card maker named Linda Driggs sent it to her. So we're going to try it out with that beautiful snowflake paper. We're going to see how it will look. So that's what I've got on deck for you tonight. How do you like that? Just sit back, relax, grab your drink of choice, you know, and well, no, I'm not even going to say something. I was going to say something about comparing tonight's television to last night's television, but I will not do that. Americans, you know what I'm talking about, but we won't go there in any way, shape, or form. See, that's me taking it back. Not talking about that. Okay, on to the colors, shall we? We're also going to play with the Stamparatus tonight. Yay! And I know, Pam, it's very fun. Kathy says, oh, hi, oh. Did I say something? Did I say another one? Did I say Iowa? No. Oh, Julie's in Ohio. All right. Jean, you don't have the birch background? Well, you don't always need it. And like I was showing you in the examples, there's the first one. You might even prefer it. I just thought it added an extra kind of dimension in the back. Something different that I hadn't done before. So I'm always game for that. All right, I need my Stamparatus. It's hiding around here somewhere. Hello, Tango. How are you doing? Not very impressed with me, apparently. He just kind of gave me the whatever look. Took off. He doesn't want to stamp. All right, so this is a great, obviously the background stamps, you want to use the Stamparatus if you have it. Or put this face down and then put your paper on top of it. Or put this face up, I'm sorry, and then put your paper on top of it. That's a pretty good way of stamping it if you don't have the Stamparatus. Now we need to take this little foam base out. So the foam base is for photopolymer, but not for cling or red rubber stamps, right? I'm not going to, I don't even know that I'm going to use the magnets on this. I'm not going to use it on the paper itself because we want the design to go clear across the paper. So when we do that, if I can find the paper, here we go. I've already started moving things around for my prescribed spots. I don't know why I do that. It's like, just leave it. Leave it, Lisa. Okay. Let's do this. Let me double check where this is going to land. Okay. So we definitely have a bigger stamp than we do our paper. So I'm just going to make sure that it is well within the margin there. And let me take a look. It is. I would like a little bit of this on it, I think. Yeah. It's pretty fun. Well, hi, Angie. Nice to see you too. And you shared. You're so kind. Thank you so much for sharing this video. I appreciate that. And my business thanks you as well. It's a very simple way to help my business out without spending a dime. And so I appreciate it. Okay. So what I did with this is I am using the Very Vanilla because I thought I needed a warmer background. Okay. And, oh, Jean shared ×3. Well, thank you 3 times, Jean. I appreciate that. That's very kind. So I wanted a little bit of a background, but I didn't want too much, right? Because we are going to try and stamp the flowers on top of this. So I'm bringing this in as a piece of scrap paper. We're going to do 2nd generation stamping. So we want to stamp it 1 time. Okay, and then we can move that and stamp it a 2nd time. My Band-Aid's going to catch on Stamparatus. These things they never tell you, right? There we go. So we have a nice kind of a light impression, but we still have that. That's really looks kind of lifelike, right? The birch tree stamp is really pretty fun. See, I always forget about it. But it's super fun. It's fun for those of you who make a lot of masculine or outdoorsy cards. It would definitely be really fun to use with the Moose Punch. That's just what's coming to mind immediately. You can have this as the large background with the Moose Punch. And then, you know, the Stamparatus, these just come off. And you get 2 of these plates with every Stamparatus. And you can turn them around. And so we're going to turn them around tonight. And I'm going to remind you of all the great things about the Stamparatus. It's good stuff. I was kind of reminded myself. Okay, so this is going back in because now we're using photopolymer stamps. So essentially, they don't have their own cushioning, so they need some cushioning from us, right? Kind of like the foam kind of replaces the paper piercing mat that we use. Let's see here. I just got right into it, didn't I? We'll chat. We'll chat. I was just so excited about this card, I think. And so, you know me, I'm a chatty Kathy. All right, let's see here. I want to get that going. I think that looks like it's a good spot. Oh, Roz, nice to see you. Yes, you had a tough one, haven't you? You've had a tough week. I feel for you. I've been thinking about you, friend. Hope you're doing okay. All right. Let me put these colors out here so we know what we're working with in case you're just coming in. You'll be like, oh yes, it's fall. Okay, so a little terracotta tile on the main. It's like roses, I'm thinking. Could be peonies, but it's probably roses. And this, if this isn't a distinctive stamp, it should be. Isn't that great? All of that, like it looks just like 2-step stamping, only we've gotten it just with 1 quick stamp. I love it. And then I have my chamois nearby. Now, if you're using the chamois a lot with your Stamparatus, you might want to cut it in half. It's just a little more handy. Kind of like if you're using the Stamparatus a lot, you might want to use Stampin' Spots instead of the full-size ink pads. They are a little bit more Stamparatus friendly. That's the only stamp I'm going to use, or the only stamps I'm going to use on the Stamparatus for right now. But the rest of them are kind of blocked up. So let's see if I can get that going. I will say congratulations to Cindy. I hope she's on here. Cindy Jones, was the grand winner of the Chopped for September. She did such a pretty card. And I would encourage all of you, if you haven't yet, to go over to Jen Houston's page, the Artsy Fartsy Gallery, and look at everyone's Chopped submissions. I think you've all read about Chopped or know about it, or if you don't know about it, you can read about it on my website, The Stamping Zoo, or on Jen's page. So in a nutshell, what it is it's a contest that we have every month, and Jen and I, depending on whether you live in the United States or Canada, Jen and I send out a grouping of supplies, the same supplies, to all of you. And then you turn around and you make a paper craft with those supplies. You have to use a little bit, at least a little bit, of each of the supplies on the front of your creation. Now, I'm saying creation because they're normally cards, but they can be a 3D item. You could do a sampler or something like that, as long as some of all of the products are on the face of your creation. And man, I get so inspired. So anyway, then you take a picture and you send that to Jen and myself, and Jen posts them on her website. And then at the end of the month, everybody, whether you were in the contest or not, everyone can vote. And then I'm going to try two-step on this one. Okay, that's a little too light. Anyway, and then we declare the winner, and the winner gets the next month's kit for free. The cost is only $7. That includes shipping. And we're not doing it to make $1 million. We're doing it because it's really fun. And it doesn't have a theme. You can make any theme of everything that you want. And so anyway, in order to sign up, again, you just go to one of those websites. The Stamping Zoo, if you're in the United States, or the Artsy Fartsy Gallery, if you're in Canada. And we love it. So Cindy gets to play for free in October. And you can go over to my website starting now if you wanted. I don't really want you to leave though. You might miss something super fun, right? But you can go over there anytime, and there is a PayPal button for you that will direct you over to where to pay the $7. Right? I think it's $10 Canadian. Sorry, Canadians. Oh, that exchange rate kills you, doesn't it? But anyway, so that's what Chopped is. It's super fun. Like I said, I always learn something. Okay, I am going to do some second generation with this. And I really should have this underneath my grid paper. Like, what am I thinking? Now that it's almost done. I just re-inked my paper pumpkin before I came on here. I thought it was a little light. It definitely was. I think I like it a little darker. I don't know. What do you think? And yes, I see you guys are talking about the DSP. So we have quite a few. Oh my gosh, I almost put this in the wrong thing. We have quite a few selections of DSP that are on sale this month. So take advantage. It's going to be really fun. I know that I didn't want to delay. So I started shopping today for that. And I'm sure that I will place another order, maybe two, before the month is over, because I always need DSP, and I need those particular DSPs for some classes that I'm running. So that's kind of nice. Okay, I think this is shaping up pretty good. What do you think? I like it. I think it's going to be a simple stamping card. Wow, what's the theme this month? I should get this thing ready and make sure I hashtag it simple stamping, huh? Okay, so there's a great stamp in there. Birthdays are the best days. And that's going to go over in this corner. I need to pull this near me just a little bit, right? Because I can kind of use the birch this, the impression from the birch stamp to kind of get it straight. I think that's really pretty. We can, let me see. We could put some inserts, like the little stamens, into the roses. They're right there. I hesitate to put a third color. I don't know. Do you guys think I should put the crushed curry as stamens, or should I do second generation pumpkin pie? I need help tonight. You gotta help me. Stamens in crushed curry or second generation pumpkin pie? You can shortcut that. And I'm gonna make sure I close this so I don't put my hand in it, right? At least not at the beginning of the video. And you guys, I'm gonna wait for some posts to come in because I know you're gonna have ideas. I know you do. You all do. I know you're not shy. Oh, and I also maybe want to look and see if we have some embellies that we might like. You know, that means embellishments. Okay, let's see. Julie says crushed curry. Okay. I don't think we want to use snowflakes. That would be a little confusing. I don't think we're going to use copper stars. I must be in the Christmas section. You know, I've got little sections of these. I'm like, okay, I think I'm in the Christmas section. You know what I wish we had? I wish we had some neutral sequins. I'm sure we have them off and on. I just mean, I wish we had them like right now. What are you doing, Cassie? Did you eat your snack? Oh, you want another snack? No. He doesn't like to eat his food, but he loves to eat snacks. Sounds like me, only I'll eat my food as well. Now I do have some old olive, but I think I'm not liking that. I do have cinnamon cider. Okay, so we're gonna do crushed curry. Got it, loud and clear. Thank you. It's kind of the way I was leaning as well, but I didn't want to say. Maybe these. Oh yes, we're gonna do that because the background of this is gonna be some, I think it's gonna be some brushed gold foil. Again, feel free to say yes or no. Kathy Strange will let me know in all caps. And so, you know, she's good to me that way. She knows I can't watch and do this. Just a heads up here. Let's see. Is that vanilla? No, that's white. That's tricky. That's the tricky part. I think I want actually this and this. You guys can tell me if this is too much razzle dazzle. And I am still gonna stamp the centers. Do we as a stamping group like this combo? If you do, give me a thumbs up. And if I don't see any thumbs up, then I'll know you do not like this combo. I kind of think I like the gold back there. And if we use that gold, then we can put some of the gilded gems on it and make it really like a rich. This is very unlike me, I think. It's very, you know, kind of toned down, a little grown up. Okay, a thumbs up. Yay, Kathy. I don't think I have any metallic pearls, Kathy, because I ordered some today. That's how I know. That's a good idea too, though. Okay, I'm getting some thumbs up. I'm just gonna take it and run with it. I think it's good. Okay, crushed curry. Oh, there's some more. There's always that delay, and then you feel like worried on this end. You gotta know that. You feel like, oh no, it's ugly. Now, of course, I'm gonna do the little test there. I think I like second generation. This is very easy to line up. You just kind of put it in the center of the flower. Yeah, I think I just wanted a hint of it, but I didn't want it so full. And you can even do the other flower, the smaller flower, let's try that. I don't know that it's going to. Make sure to cut something out of the foil first. That's a good point. So see, I don't even know that you're going to see it that much, but I'll go ahead. I'll do this one too. Okay, that's good enough. I know, Kathy, I was thinking about cutting the foil out in a stitched rectangle and then cutting a rectangle out in the middle. I think that sounds good, don't you? All right, so I'm going to put our colors away for just a minute. Sit over there, kids. Oh, Roz has signed up for Chopped. Yay! I hope that worked. I hope the links worked. If it didn't, Roz, tell me. Those links, they can be so, they're just so irritating sometimes. Can I please tell you about something that's not irritating? Something I'm very happy to start doing. In fact, I'm as excited to design it every month as hopefully you are to get it, and that's my Charmed card kit. So October's is available for purchase through the 10th of the month. Anytime though, you can order the online option for $15, and the online option would be the Facebook video tutorial and Facebook exclusive Facebook page, and then a written tutorial that has color pictures that gets emailed to you. Okay, so you can have all of that for $15 and get all of the designs, listen to all the laughing, and watch me make the cards. But the other purchases are that you can purchase the kit with all the consumables. So it doesn't have the stamps and the dies in it, but all of the kit for $35. And for the kit, that kit will make 8 cards, 2 each of 4 different designs. Okay, so I give you lots of supplies. You're going to have a lot of cards at the end of the tutorial class, and you get free product. You get a free goodie bag. You decline that. Sorry, Susan. I'm assuming she meant to email me, but anyway, so that's the $35 option. And then for the extra, if you want to add the bundle and the stamp set, if you purchase it at the same time as the kit, I'm going to give you an extra 10% off. So you can do all of that again over on the Stamping Zoo, right? Over on my webpage. It has its own page called Chopped Card Kits, Charmed Card Kits. Whoops, I'm getting them confused. They're called Charmed Card Kits because in every kit, I send a silver toned round exclusive charm. And the first time you order the card kits, I send you a silver stainless steel necklace. And so anyway, I think it's really kind of fun. I choose the sentiments to put on the necklace or on the charms every month. It's something that I think is empowering or positive or encouraging. Don't we need some of that right now? Yes, we do. So anyway, I'm coming to really love it. I love all things. I mean, I love all the parts of the business, but I really am loving that. It gives me a little bit more time to spend with you one-on-one. And Denise is asking, is Chopped a recurring payment? You know what? Chopped is not a subscription. Chopped is just a one-time payment every month. The kit, however, is set up as a subscription. The kit itself. And then I didn't set up the bundle as a subscription because sometimes you might have the bundle that we're going to be using, right? So that's all up to you. And I know all that's confusing unless you've done it before. So please just know that you can text me, you can message me, you can call me on the phone if you want to. My phone number is on the website. So please just know that if you get into all those options and you're like, I don't know what she's talking about, that's okay. Just call me. I think that sometimes, you know, we want to give everybody, I want to personally give everybody all the options, but that's confusing, right? Sometimes you just want to be like, I don't want the smorgasbord. I just want you to tell me like what do I buy? Okay, I'm using the stitched rectangles on this brush. I believe it's gold. I'll be honest with you. These metallic papers are like gold, copper, and I want to say champagne. I really have a hard time telling the difference. I just kind of like hold them up to my projects and go with it. But I do believe that's gold. See, but if you held up something else next to it, I'd be like, okay, I don't know anymore. I think that was like the one little thing that we needed, is a little stitching on there. And so what Kathy and somebody else mentioned it, we're referring to is that I'm not going to take the next one down because that's an awfully slim margin, but I'm going to take the second one down. And what I'm going to do here is just place that in the middle, and you want to make sure that you do have a fairly even margin around the outside. And another thing is I'm using a plate. When I cut foil or vellum, maybe some other specialty papers, but when I cut foil for sure, I use a plate that I kind of use to keep just on the top of things. And if you really want to be clean about it, you can just use a plate that is new, that you only use for embossing folders in this, because I will show you any cuts or anything that's happened on this plate transfers over to the foil. Sometimes it doesn't matter. Like this is going to be a really narrow margin, but let me try and get a picture of this if you can see. So those cuts and shapes that were on the top plate, they transfer over to the foil. So I don't know if you can see that, but let me see. Yeah, I think you can see it now. Sorry, I have delay. So anyway, if you don't want that, just remember to buy an extra one of these plates, a number 3 plate, and just keep it clean, okay? So that's what we're going to use for our card. And then this is the secret piece that we're going to put back in our stash. And then we have that whole piece to use again, because we do love our foil. Angie, you've got to go to a meeting. It's 7:35 at night. Now I realize it's not 7:35 for you. Okay, listen, have a great meeting. Uh-oh, all that work, and it's too small. Have a great meeting, Angie. We will see you next time. All right, bummer. I'm going to have to go ahead and just use this one that's plain cut. And I know you're going to want me to cut the middle out of it, so I will. Okay. My bad. Okay. So I have those for another project. And we talked about the top plate anyway, so it's all right. It's all good. I am going to use a smaller one. So I have some different shapes in my stash that are already cut. There's so many fun things going on with Stampin' Up! Right now, y'all. First of all, did you know it's New Year's Day? It is. It's New Year's Day. It's New Year's Day for Stampin' Up! This is the first day of a Stampin' Up! Year. And that is always kind of fun because we are all setting goals and talking about what we want to achieve and how we want to take care of customers this coming year. And can I just say, I'm really excited about something that I just got secured today, which is I found a location to have a stamp camp, a one-day retreat. I'm calling it a one-day retreat. Now, this may not seem like a difficult thing, right, in the old world, but right now, during COVID, it's a difficult thing. Because I am someone who doesn't want anyone to get sick at my event, COVID or otherwise. And businesses don't want people to get sick, COVID or otherwise, at their locations, right? So everyone's a little wary of it. But I'm happy to tell those of you that are local that we're going to be having a one-day retreat on Saturday, October 24th. And I will definitely have more details, hopefully by tomorrow. Okay, here's what I'm going to do with this, because the middle's cut out, right? And I kind of want to make sure that this is centered first. It's just my personal preference tonight. So I'm going to kind of go around the outside of this, right? But I am going to put it down on the silicone mat, because then when I'm moving this around, even if I have some that's in the middle, it won't stick to my grid paper. Okay, that looks pretty good. So anyway, yes, local people or people who want to come here, Roz, make your plans, October 24th. Hello, Anne. I haven't seen you in a while, Anne. I hope you're doing well. Yes, so I am very excited about that. It has taken me, well, I've been thinking about it for a while, but it has taken me 3 weeks of calling businesses. And finally, I went past this restaurant I like, and I flipped a Yui, legally flipped a Yui, and went back there, and what do you know? They have a really nice room. And I talked to the lady, and I told her that essentially we socially distance by nature because we all need our own table when we're stamping, right? And, you know, we talked it out, and we've worked out lots of cool little ideas. Oh my gosh. And all of a sudden, our card is made. Okay, Cindy, Roz are road tripping it out. Wouldn't you die? That'd be so fun. Oh, and in the meantime, we have a pretty little birthday card here. I will put, I'll put vanilla on the inside, I think, and might do a stamping of a couple of the flowers. But this is pretty fun. I can definitely say I have never made a card that looks like this with the beautiful friendship stamps. But I like the combo. It's very fallish, isn't it? People who are having a birthday in the fall would like to have a personalized birthday card. Oh, thanks for the hearts. That's very kind of you. I feel that love. I'm sending it back to you now. All right, I need a break. I need a break, not just a water break. That's all. I'm not going anywhere. You can leave that there to entertain you. Oh, that's so nice. You guys are so kind. Hello, Sue. Nice to see you. It is a nice fall card. And of course, if you don't like that, this is just a great mixed set of images and sentiments. So I love our beautiful friendship. So very happy to know you, and a very big congratulations and best wishes to you. I think you could use that for birthday too. I think about it as like kind of like a wedding, but maybe just the word congratulations throws me off. Anyway, pretty, right? Okay, let's make another one. That was so fun. We're gonna make another one. We will focus on the stamp that kind of looks like a hydrangea. And I think we're gonna do it in crushed curry. We will put it on a vanilla card base. Here, I'll leave this one over here. I always like to have my work off to the side to look at it, don't you? And then I will come in here later tonight, probably before I go to bed, and I will look at the cards again. Honest to God, I just do. I need to see them again because they're so cute. Okay, I think this is how this one's going to be. And I thought we would not use the birch background just to see how we like it. And I did not really plan a format. I didn't do a pre-card for this. So we're going to wing it. Oh my. Watch out. Watch out, world. Okay, if I can find my Stamparatus, we're going to wing it. There we go. Oh, put these dies on there. They don't want to come off. Now, I always try to mention this because this really does frustrate people. When you first get the Stamparatus, first of all, don't throw that cushion away, right? The cushion that I said is for the photopolymer stamps. It looks like packaging. And also, when they send this, the magnets are right back here, and they don't have washi tape on them. That's just something that you do, right? Because then you have handles. Anyway, they'll be hiding on the back. And don't let them do that. They fight. And usually when they fight, your finger's in the middle of them. or they crack. They crack, you know, they can break. So those are the only kind of words of warning. Also, if you can't have magnets in your home, then don't bring the Stamparatus in there, right? Is that still a thing? Wasn't there, like, if people who have certain certain heart surgeries or something? Am I making that up? I don't know. Oh my gosh, we're getting a convoy started for the retreat. I would be so happy. Oh my gosh, I'd probably be too overwhelmed to teach. I did tell the lady, I said, I'm going to have 15. Well, hopefully I'm going to have 15. I need 15 people, you guys, because I want it to be a fun celebration. But I told her I can't teach more than 15. They'll get out of control. You don't know these kind of ladies. So I'm sure she thought I was kidding. I'm not kidding. I can't teach over 15 stampers. I'll be like tied up, left for dead. So I think it'll be really fun. So if you are interested in that and you're in the area, please just contact me because I don't have advertising on it yet. I will. I'll have a webpage for it and everything just as soon as I can this weekend because I got to get rocking and rolling, right? Because I don't have much time because it took forever to find the location. All right, let's do a little crushed curry with this. Let's just take a look at this. Photopolymer stamps are a little sticky, right? So you saw that it kind of stuck a little bit when I pulled the paper out. But once you put the ink on, that usually goes away to a great extent. Okay, that's so cool. See, that one has a lot of variation, doesn't it? Looks so different. That's just all has to do with the cutting of the stamp. The secret of Stampin' Up! Doesn't have anything to do with what I did. Okay, these guys are loud. They're sticking. Darcy, you're totally fine. You were talking to your dad. That's nice. I come into the middle of lives all the time. I'll tell you one person that I do that all the time with. She must come on when I'm like getting ready for bed, and that is Ellen Woodbridge. I think I've told you a million times. Her voice is like the calm app for me. It like just suits me. I really could care less what she's working on. It's always beautiful, but honestly, I could care less. It's all about just listening to her. So, but it doesn't matter. Like if it doesn't matter if I come in the middle or whatever. I just want to listen to her. So she's so fun. And I'm not going to tell her like, Ellen, you really get me ready to go to sleep. I don't think that's going to be very nice. Taken very nicely. But I mean it in the kindest way. So I'm just kind of looking here at what we have for options. Now I really like those two colors together, don't you? I do. We might do something funky with this one and try and make some crumb cake leaves. I don't know. We'll see. Let me see this. Ooh, that's pretty. Let me see it stamped off. I almost kind of want one stamped off and one regular. Look at that. I love it. Okay, well, we have to do 3 because 2 would just be weird. Okay, we're going to put one there, and then we'll put another one over here. Uh-oh, magnet's in the way. Okay, that's why I don't usually stamp right on the Stamparatus. I always get myself stamped into a corner. All right, I think we're done with the Stamparatus tonight. Thank you for your service. Okay, this looks really weird. We have to kind of ground it. We can do that though. Now, okay, I might be rethinking this whole crumb cake leaf thing. That might be weird. Oh, Kathy is already on it. It's a 21-hour drive, she says. It's only a 21-hour drive, and Okay, and this is the part that astounds me. Kathy says she will come if she can get someone to come with her. People, speak now. You've got a lady who's dying to have a road trip. Be so fun. So, so fun. Kathy, if you come here, I'll take you to the fanciest restaurant in town. Okay, let's try that in Old Olive. Is that real red? No, it's terracotta tile. Kind of a little switcheroo, huh? It almost looks, I see your point though over here. It almost looks like real red, doesn't it? Because of the intensity of the dark spots. It really does. Okay, I may have made this a really weird shape. We may have to. Ooh, huh. Look at that. When in doubt, it's a landscape now. I mean, it's a portrait now. This is kind of a lacy type leaf. Not a fern, but something like that. You can almost use it both ways, but let's see. I kind of want to use it over here. I don't know. Let's try this. You have to turn it over. No, I hate to like give in. I'd rather work with it and make it fun. So, okay, this is working out. Now that I put it on its side, I think, let me make sure we have every, oh, we have that other little we have that little rose. Let's use that down in here. Isn't this fun? Hello, Martine. Bonsoir, mon ami. I don't know if I'm supposed to say bonsoir. I think you say bonsoir, but I was told that you don't say bonne nuit because that's kind of weird. Is that true? Martine's like, oh my God, this is not a French lesson. But I don't want to act like a simpleton when I'm talking to you, Martine, even though I'm fully aware that you speak English. Okay, so we have that and that. I guess we're going to do the roses in pumpkin pie, but I do want them second generation, I think. Yeah, maybe one or two of each. Thank you so much. I'm glad you like it. It's a little cutie, isn't it? It's not bad. Okay, so we're getting kind of a more bouquet looking thing, aren't we? And let's do one here. This is a really fun thing about stamp sets like this that are really colored, right? Is you just really playing with your inks and your layout. That's kind of fun. I think I need a little more green. So I'll bring in those short leaves now and see what we can do with those. We have this one. Oh God, Roz is on the road. Roz, you would win the prize. Okay, my office chair is getting squeaky. What is that about? I guess because I sit in it almost every day. Almost all day. Oh man, this is my place in the world right now because I don't hate it, but it's just kind of weird. Between daytime work and Stampin' Up, kind of in here a lot. Okay, I think I want to kind of fill this piece in. And there may or may not be something that goes down there. I don't know yet. Let's see what we want to do. Okay, this looks kind of fun. Now I have an option for the sentiment, but I think it might be too busy. And that is that I was going to possibly use the Label Me Pretty punch. and bring it in from the side. That is the greatest punch, you guys. And I just got it because, well, I haven't been waiting the whole time. Like, I didn't order it a long time ago, but every time I went to order it, it was back ordered. And so instead of getting it, I would just get something else. And so finally I was like, I've got to get that thing, and it was not back ordered. So feel free to head over there because it's so pretty. And it really is like the perfect combination between a square, so it fits a lot of sentiments, like it fits this one exactly. And but then it still has a little bit of curvaceousness to it, kind of like me. If you put a little head on that, it might kind of be my shape. No, I have more shape than that. I have a little more shape than a square. Okay, let's clear the decks just a tiny bit. And let me bring this in. Now I was thinking of, this punch, Pam, is called the Label Me Pretty punch. Isn't it neat? And I was thinking about putting this on crumb cake on vanilla. It's pretty plain. It's pretty plain, and there's a lot of room up there. It could almost use some DSP, don't you think? And then I was thinking of doing this in crumb cake. Let's check this out. So we got that. Then in crumb cake with the bright color. Because crumb cake's gonna soak up a lot of the color, right? I would put this other one on. This Birthdays Are the Best Days. I really want to use it because it fits that punch so perfectly. Let's just take a look at this. And see if we like it. Okay, pretty easy to line up. And isn't that a great shape? Both portrait or landscape. It's very nice. Okay, let me see what we're thinking here. It definitely needs something more. It has more space. It either needs some DSP or I need to trim this down and put some DSP with it. 1 minute. I'm gonna grab that foliage DSP. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? It's Forever Greenery. Yes. Let's take a look at Forever Greenery and see what we've got going on. We could also choose a plaid, actually. And that would be really busy and kind of a fun thing to do with it. Let's see what we've got in here, though. All right away I see like there's a lot of that pretty peacock, and I don't want to use that. Oh, and the background's white. Oh, let's see. Unless it's something like this, it's not going to be so great. It is a great punch, Martine. Annual catalog. Don't be late. It's so fun, and it has another punch that kind of like, it's not like a bundle, but it kind of coordinates with it. And yeah, it's good. Okay, I don't like that on crumb cake. I can tell you that right now. Does anybody have any DSP immediately to mind? What I need right now is to get my little samplers out, right? Because that's the better way to do this. Okay, I think I may go to the plaid, which would still be really fun and is more fall. All right, nice try, Lisa. Get the plaid out. Okay. I had this out in the first place. I should have left it. Oh, I I know what I was thinking for the, okay. I know what I was thinking for the label now to fancy it up a little bit. Let's do this. And then let's see what I've got in here. I already ordered another package, but this, I'm not going to tell you everything that's going to be at the retreat, but I will tell you that this is going to be the paper we're going to use at the retreat. Okay? Okay. So get excited about it because it's good stuff. It's so fun. That looks way too much like Halloween. Darn it. And I used a bunch of it because of, obviously, because I made a bunch of fall cards. There's that purple. If I could find one that had like just the majority of the color in it. I just get, oh, this is what we need. That's the one we need right there. I knew there'd be a plaid for this situation. Kind of like in real life, right? Now, the only thing is, I don't think I have any in that pack. Not to fear. I have a brand new package over here, and we can get it. We can get one. Hot Dignity. Karma, what are you doing? You said you meant Hot Diggity. About the plaid paper, I bet, huh? Are you going to come to the retreat? Now, without going into all of the details, you'll get more details about this as you sign up, but I am going to make it just as safe as I can. Believe me when I say that. Like that's what's consuming a lot of my thoughts about the class right now is how to make it safe and distanced, but still fun. It's going to be different. It's going to be different was what I was going to say. And we have a lot of really cool supplies that's going to make it pretty easy. Okay, so the plaid's going to be 4 by 5 1/4. And thank you, Stampin' Up, for giving us this beautiful plaid paper. We love you. I'm going to keep that aside. I might still want it. Let's see now. There we go. And I can see I got a little bit of terracotta tile in this. Dang it. I'm so glad I have this sandable eraser. Aren't you? There we go. We got it now. We don't sell these, unfortunately, but they're a little Tombow sand eraser, okay? They're excellent. They're the same brand as our liquid glue. Good stuff. Oh, now I love that. Okay, and I'm going to show you. So I had the crumb cake. Right? And then just that little bit of plaid. Pulled that crushed curry right out, didn't it? Love it. There's always a remedy. Okay. And I love my Stampin' Seal. It's so good. It's so good. The only thing I love more than Seal is Seal Plus. They just have different uses. I guess you could use Seal Plus for everything if you wanted to, but I don't think it's necessary. Okay, now the cool thing about putting this on plaid, right, is that it's on. You can just follow the lines. Oh, so cool. Woohoo, Kathy's is so pretty. My Kathy's never disappoint me. Is everybody making some fall cards this time of year? I know, I mean, whether you like fall or whether you don't, it's going to be here. So you may as well embrace it. Or like it a little bit. But I always want to put this. So I'm not going to use that. That's too dark. I'm not in like with that anymore. And I was wondering about foil, but now I don't like foil. Let's try some crushed curry. Let's try that. In the scraps bag, right? Ooh, I have a lot of Regals. How is that? Just works out. I think the scraps packets are just kind of cyclical. You know, like you just tend to use certain colors at certain times. Now I bet the Regals are going to be really used down. Oops, somebody giving me an idea. Oh, Pam, you said, what about the fall paper pack? Were you talking about the plaids? That's going to be pretty. But I have another idea. Now I'm going to take a strap of vanilla. I think we have room to do this, but if we don't, we'll save it for another time. I'm going to take this punch. Okay. Oh my goodness. I have so many fun plans for my Stampin' Up! Year. I'm just glad I get to spend it with all of you. Okay, here was my idea. I'm going to cut this in half and make it look a little bit bigger. Whoa, Leslie, 95. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, when I was saying that whether you like it or not, embrace fall, except for the Aussies. Sorry, everybody. Scratch that. Because you guys are going into summer. It's so weird. Okay, this is not going to be even in the middle. It doesn't matter. I just want to make sure I get it straight on the sides. Because I'm going to take it out. Doesn't even matter that I cut it like that. Why did I cut it like that? Apparently I can't cut. I don't know. But I am going to make a little tag like this. And then we can put it either way. And to finish that off, let me look at ribbons I have and see if it would be like too much. Hopefully it won't be, but let me see. You know, this bumblebee ribbon is so close to crushed curry, isn't it? And the gingham, I think, looks adorable with the plaid. So there you go. All right, let me go ahead and stamp this. In fact, I wonder if I should stamp it in, let me stamp it in Bumblebee and see how different it even looks. Sometimes I think I'm using the wrong paper, but I know I grabbed crushed curry, so let me see what I got going on here. Ooh, it's getting dark outside. Parenti! Leslie, you even know Fahrenheit now? God, you're so good. Oh, darn it. I hate that you're having trouble with the internet, though. That's annoying, isn't it? Is that right? Is that how it fits? Okay. It's going to be like that. Now, where are we going to put the ribbon? We can either make a bow and put it down here, you know, or we can put it on the tag. I tend to want to put these things by the sentiment, but that might not be the right place. I'll have you guys help me. You're such good helpers. Too big. What's too big? This. Oh, well, what am I going to do? Yeah, you're right. It is covering it up. Should I just stamp it right there? Is this going to be another simple stamping? Okay, seeing this tomorrow. Kathy, you're so fun. Well, you know I'm talking to a lot of Kathys here, right? Yes. Okay, what if I put a little bow right there and then I just stamp it up here in Bumblebee? I am glad you had me rethink that. But don't forget about this idea, okay? Because you can do this with any of your punches and it's so fun. And see, actually, even what I did on this one that I didn't even notice is that you can change the shape. So you don't have to mirror the shape. See how the flat line's up here and then the flat line in the background is there. So that's how it looks this way. Or this is how it looks if you mirror it. So you make those punches work for you. That's so fun. Okay, well, I'll have to use that on something else. Oh my God, the pressure. No words on front. Oh, leave this open. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I like that. Yes, I think you're right. Let's decorate the inside and call it good. Not everything has to have sentiment on the front. Good reminder, Kathy. That's why I pay you. That's why I pay you a fine salary, don't I? Yep, she's on the payroll for a big goose egg. Well, thank you, Sue. She loves it. So pretty. Okay, I do want to make that. That was a little uneven. Not to worry. I'm using these bigger scissors because different ribbons need different scissors a little bit. You know, just depends on their weave probably and the material. But they need different scissors. Okay. I want to move that over a tiny bit. So I just put a couple glue dots on the back of this. I don't know why I thought it needed so many, but we're good. It's not coming off there. Yes, Kathy, your paycheck will be right in the mail. No worries. Now, you just want me to leave it? Leave it? You know, it's hard for me. I'm feeling a little bit of, like, anxiousness. Okay. Bumblebee, birthdays are the best days. Inside. Oh, Jill, you're working on birthday cards? That's nice. I mean, obviously, right? But what I like to do is make sure that I can get some birthday cards, a little stash of birthday cards going. Because it seems like I have a lot of fall birthdays, which I love. There's nothing I love more than fall. So, this is cute. It is pretty. You're right. That was a great call, Kathy Strange. No sentiment on the front. Look at these. Just when you thought you forgot about beautiful friendship, right? So here she is again. This is a good one. She's a little workhorse stamp set. Okay, let me get this cleared out just a minute here, and then we are going to cut some strips and make something like totally different. And that will be fun. And we are also going to bring in, let me move this. Baby trimmer, baby trimmer. Look at that. If you're a demonstrator, I think you can still buy these. They are on the inventory list. So check them out. Baby trimmer, gotta have it. No, it's the best for like when you need it, you just need it. And for a scrappy strip card, that is the trimmer you want. It works so well. I know I've just shown you a lot of beautiful things, but I also want you to know about something that went live today for demonstrators. And that is a whole slew of beautiful things that they're calling Curvy Celebrations. Sound like someone you know? Yes. Well, it's not me. It's a bunch of really cute stamps. And if you are a demonstrator, which is not as complicated as it sounds, okay? If you're a demonstrator, you can order this beginning today, like right now. And if you don't want to become a demonstrator, I'll still be friends with you. I just won't quite understand you. But you can start ordering them on November 3rd, okay? Some of the supplies stick around until... Some of the supplies stick around. They go into the next mini catalog that lasts until June, and some of them only stick around until the end of the year. So it's pretty easy the way they've laid this out. This stamp and this die set is going to be in the January through June mini catalog, but you can have it as early as today. So you're going to have a long time to work with that. Now, in addition, they've put in a stamp set that's for Christmas and some designer series paper. Both of these are only available through the end of the year for obvious reasons. But all of them, both of the stamp sets, work with these dies. And there's a few little examples down here. You can get the whole kit and caboodle, 2 stamp sets, the designer series paper, and the curvy dies for $70.50 US. Okay, and it just kind of goes down from there, the different pieces and parts. You can order some of them separate. Again, if you are a demonstrator, I think you can order all of these pieces separately. But if you're not a demonstrator, I believe they're going to sell them together. I might be a little unclear about that. And I'm sorry if that was off the screen. So isn't that cute? Look at how the dies just have these nice slopes, right? And the sentiments just go along with them, as long with this greenery. My gosh, you could make that any color under the sun. And then in the Christmas here, they've got these cutest Christmas trees or stars. And here are just 3 examples. But there were some really beautiful examples that the artisans posted today. And I tried to post it on my business page, but I think I was having an internet glitch or something. So I will go grab that later tonight and post it, because they did a great, you know, of course they've had it for a while and they've been playing with it, and they made beautiful things to inspire us. So look at this one. I like that one. And who said they liked? Donna says she likes this. Yes, I agree, Donna. Okay, so curvy celebrations. Keep that in mind. Very pretty. Available right now. If you're not a demonstrator, but you can't live without the curvy celebrations, you can become a demonstrator. Just that easy. Talk to me. We really just like to call it discount shopper. Because whether or not we run a business, all of us are discount shoppers, honey. We're all just in the same boat when it comes to that. So I have a piece of Whisper White, 3 3/4 by 5. Or 3 3/4 by 4. And then I'm just going to cut a bunch of strips. I'm hoping I can use these that I cut. Yeah, I think I can. So I can cut these short ways, which will help a little bit. We've done this before. This is the scrappy strip technique that Bruno thought up. We are literally just going to put this in here and cut them with an angle. But there's not going to be, there's no measuring, okay? I kind of just go left, right, and center, and then do it again. I try not to come to an exact point on either the top or the bottom. But other than that, I have no rules about the angles. I just want to try and use Papers Up. So then I will use these 2. They're a little longer. It doesn't matter. And you can easily cut 2 pieces of DSP at the same time. That's what the cool thing is about this technique, is it doesn't matter. Oh gosh, that's a little bit long. Okay. Doesn't matter. Now in the past, I've used designer series paper along with solids, along with foils. You can put all of that in here, or you can just use full-on designs. We're just going to try it with full-on designs. Jill, it's really not. I thought it was a really good price. 2 stamp sets, a big set of dies, and some designer series paper. That's really good. And you saw the stamp sets. They're not, there's quite a few stamps in them. So, now I don't get any closer than that, because Baby Trimmer might bite me. I know better. So, and I'm just cutting this little piece off here because the trimmer isn't quite 6 inches long. So, and I need to turn it a little bit to get that angle. So it needs a little bit more than that, actually. Okay, so this was a super cool. How many of you have seen, 2 questions. How many of you have seen the Scrappy Strip mosaic technique? And how many of you have made a card using this idea? Oh my gosh, I'm with you, Leslie. Those artisans, usually more often than not, talk me into making stuff, which is really their secret evil plan. Now I know how people watch, or now I know how people feel when they say they watch me and then I talk them into something. Let's see, can I get this in here? Maybe. This baby trimmer is kind of like a mandolin. Like, you should know your limits. There is a little protector though. Don't take it off. All right? Don't be an Evel Knievel. Just keep that guide on there. Okay, that's good. We're gonna put that over there. Yes and yes, Leslie, of course, has made it, has seen it. She knows all about it. She bought the t-shirt. All right, we might have enough strips. If we don't, it's easy to start that. Well, Leslie, I would love to see your creations. And please direct me if I'm doing something wrong, because I have not made it. Now, I made a lot of Scrappy Strip cards, a lot of them. I loved that plan so much, and so I made a bunch of them. Actually, I used that Everything's Rosy product medley. Do you guys remember that one? I don't know if you do, but it was I thought it was a really gorgeous combination. It had like Melon Mambo and Night of Navy, stuff like that. So I am going to put this on my silicone because I have a little more glue than I need on the sides. I'm not really worrying about, you know. You can also put a bunch of tape runner on this. So if you want to use the Seal Plus or the Seal, you can do that. And this is a Scrappy Strip, okay? This is as difficult as it gets. Is you just start your piece right here and make sure that you have a straight line. And then you just go crazy with it. Oh, Leslie says she hasn't tried the mosaic. Yes, but you knew about it. Okay, and then there's no, you don't need to keep them even if you don't want to. You know, hey, where did you put your finger that it didn't belong? Are you talking about me and the baby trimmer? No, I follow the rules. I don't take guides off of things. I think that's kind of a man thing. They're like, I don't need that guide. You know, something runs over their foot. Oh, maybe you did need the guide. Maybe you needed the guide after all. Oh, I love this paper. And sometimes it's hard to choose. But then remember, you just use it the other side later on. And you can see I'm going back and forth again. I think it's part of just me that wants to keep this kind of straight. But I don't encourage that. Just go wild with it. That one looks a lot like what we already used. So does that one. So does that one. I want to use this paper. Ooh, so pretty. And I'll pick some of those that are almost white too. Okay, so again, this literally was strips that I had. I was cutting, you know, I cut my DSP down to 4x6, and then I was cutting something that was, I think 4x4 or something. Anyway, I had big 2-inch strips left over. So, hey, I was in luck. It makes you feel like you're being really resourceful with every bit of your supplies. Okay. This one. We're all watching in silence. You know, I can't glue and talk at the same time. Oh my gosh, you guys, I was going to tell you, you don't need to know the whole story because it's really minutia. But I went and looked at another place on Saturday for the retreat, and it's like it's been there since I've been here, and I've lived here for 22 years. But I kind of thought it looks a little junky, but I'll go look at it. The reason I wanted to go look at it is because it's just like, I don't even know if it's a half a mile from my house. It's just kind of like it's on a big intersection that's close to me. So it'd be very easy to, to come home if I forgot anything and stuff. Anyway, so I was thinking, I thought I'll go ahead. Well, I knew I was in trouble. The lady talked my ear off on the phone, and not just about the business, about her life. And anyway, let's see, how can I cut to the chase on this? Something that should have taken 10 minutes took me all of an hour. And that was not, we only got into the place, like I went there and I was meeting the lady at 5. And I didn't get in the building. We didn't get in the building until 5:45. So there was all that. And then when I got in it, I knew within 2 seconds that I was not going to have my class in there. It smelled bad. And I am someone, like, I don't know, I was telling my other friend, and, I was like, struck out, we're not going to have the class there, no way. And anyway, she said maybe it was mold, because I'm pretty sensitive to stuff, and like I said, I wasn't in there more than 15 minutes, and I was kind of getting a migraine when I left. It just smelled like it didn't stink like old food or anything. It just smelled like it wasn't kept up, and the lady's 84, and I don't think she's remodeled it since she was probably in her early 30s. So there's that. And she wanted the very same amount of money that the hotel wanted to rent a conference room in a hotel. Oh my gosh. I was like, you have got to be kidding me. So needless to say, that wasn't happening. Okay, so it's best if I watch out for my customers. That's my point. There was no way I was going to drag my customers into some weird, haunted house event center. That didn't even mean to be a haunted house. Okay, here's step 1. That's step 1. This is basically the scrappy strip card. And you see the very last one I did, I just put a tiny bit on the card. You could probably just leave it empty, but I like to finish it out. And then here's, quote unquote, where the magic happens. I like to trim it out with scissors. You could do it on the trimmer as well. But usually I would let it sit maybe 5 or 10 minutes because this is kind of sticky. I'll have to clean the scissors after this. But it's okay. Just to let the glue kind of solidify. Okay. Right. And like I said, you can use Seal or Seal Plus if you wanted to. But you would have some sticky parts in the middle. So whatever you like though. I think it would be quicker, but I didn't do it that way even when I made like 20 of them. I just went ahead and glued them. In fact, I cut everything and then I just took them in. And when I was watching TV, I just glued them. Now that one little piece, let's see, it was right here. There's a tiny corner that I want to get straight. And then look at it, it's beautiful. Isn't that so fun? You can turn it any way you want to, right? It's kind of like this card. You just try it. And, okay, so let's move this stuff. How do we like that so far? Do you like this? Will you try it? I would love it if you would try it and then tag me in a picture or post it or something. I'd love to see your combinations. Okay, and then we're going to get to step 2. It's going to be totally fun. Right after this. Right after I get some of this paper off of here. Come on now. I don't want it sticking to my card. Okay. And water break. Now that I have this, so I'm wondering, I don't know that I can use baby trimmer. I think I have to use the regular long trimmer. I think it's, we're going to do the same thing. Okay, so you have this, right? Then we're going to cross cut and treat it just like we did with the scraps. Now let me see if it'll fit in here and have it, something sticky on it. Fit in here and have a decent angle. Because you got to let it have a decent angle. Yes, it will work. Okay, now I'm going to cut up our work. This is perfectly fine though. Do some cards and use this as the background. It's beautiful. Put a sentiment on it. You know, you put a sentiment on this. Okay, you won't use this one, obviously. And then some sequins and or ribbon or whatever, and it's beautiful. Or leave it plain. So don't forget, that's like step one, and if you like it, leave it like that. Oh my gosh, there's some glue on there that's catching. Okay, so now to do the mosaic technique. Oh, that crunched right through. Now we're making strips like this. Look at it. Okay, so we're just making like really a new pattern. A new kind of designer series paper. Oh, this is fun. See, I think I have to take the blade down a little faster. I was hesitating. We must not hesitate. Cut my other nail off, huh? No, I didn't cut that nail off. I promised. It fell off. Oh, this is fun. This trimmer, you gotta watch it. I know I've said that before, but like, mind yourself around it. It'll slice you. It's not messing around. I think I'm just gonna cut this last one in half. Oh my gosh. That is so fun. Okay, baby trimmer, you are retired. Number 2 card. How about a few jewels in the top left corner? This one, I think that would be lovely. I think that would be a very nice addition, Karma. I'm looking for my... Here we go. You know what I was looking for, right? Okay, I guess you could stick this onto another piece of paper, but I'm not going to. I'm going to stick them flat on. I think I can do it. Isn't this so fun? Now, all of a sudden, you have this totally different pattern. And of course, then all the strips are just totally different. And I'm pretty sure, let me dry fit this and see if this is how it's going to work. Is this how it's going to work, or am I going to have to put this up on a piece of white? I think I better play it safe and put it up on a piece of white. Hello, Eileen, jumping in late. That's all right. You're probably going to be like, what is she doing? She's sorting all sorts of paper and, ooh, I could put it on. Let's put it on shimmer. That's kind of fun. Okay, so remember, this piece of paper was 3 3/4 by 5. So I need this one to be 4 by 5 1/4, I think. No, I need the same, don't I? 3 3/4 by 5. I don't know if that's going to work. It might have to be even smaller than that. So I didn't watch that part of the video. I just looked at the picture. I thought it was really pretty. We might need to cut this down even like 1/4 inch more, because you want to be able to put these at an angle. Oh, let's just go ahead and try it. We can figure it out. We're adulties. You have tons of scraps. Yes. Okay, so you can watch the replay, or if you are familiar with the scrappy strip technique, that's how you start out, and then you cut your scrappy strip into crosswise strips, and then you get this whole jumbled like beautifulness, which I'm kind of in love with, because you know I love all these colors, right? I think all of us love these colors. It's basically all of the blues and Highland Heather. Highly recommend the paper. The paper has prints of snowflakes on the A side, if you will, one side. And then on the other side of it, it has lots of things that look like watercolor wash with splotches in it that looks like the technique where you take rock salt and sprinkle it all over your paper. That's what it looks like. I don't even know if I would recognize if I were putting one of these next to the other one that was the same, but I guess try not to. I don't think it's possible. I think statistically it's very random. Okay. Hello, good night, Martine. So nice to see you, and thank you for joining in. You're so kind to say that you're leaving. That's sweet. Like my little friends. Well, you are my friends, so you're not like my friends. But I mean like friends who are sitting right next to me or something. Okay. Ooh-hoo-hoo. I'm loving it. I haven't even thought about a sentiment for this. I would almost like to put a sentiment embossed in silver. I may have to do that after I leave you for the night, but you know I'll post it, right? I will post it on the business page, and this might even be a little bit different from how Kylie did it. I'm gonna have to go back now and look at how Kylie did it. Hers might have been straight. No, that's not possible. That's not possible. Okay, you have very little to trim off this time, but and you have a few extra strips, right? Because you made space between them. So you're never going to be without strips to start a new card. And again, I would let that dry a little bit, but we can do it. Might not get the sharpest cuts on some of these littlest pieces. Okay, and then over here, just a little bit. Oh my goodness gracious. This is so cute. Okay. Like I can see on that one side, it's really close. Like you can see that it needs to be cut. I just can't quite get the scissors there. Okay, I think I got it that time. Okay, let's check it out. See what in the world we did. Oh, that's going to be fun. Look at that, you guys. I don't know. I hope I followed the instructions. And I may have even created a new thing. Scrappy Strip Mosaic 2.0. In any case, I will put some icy blue sequins on this and get it all zhuzhed up. This may end up having some jewelry on it later. This is great the way it is, I think. So again, gosh, here we are at the end of our Thursday night already. Thank you so much. And I have one kind of fun thing to do. Look at these stickers. They're not from Stampin' Up. They don't have a thing to do with Stampin' Up, except I saw them in store and I thought they were super cute. And, you know, I just thought they were super cute. And I'm just doing a very random, pick tonight. It's not scientific. I'm giving these to Pam Simmons. She gave me a lot of comments tonight, And you all did. She's not like my favorite or anything, Pam, but you're one of my favorites. So just in looking up and down the comments list, you have a lot of comments. So I'm going to send these to you, right? I will send them in a card that I made with paper or with Stampin' Up! Supplies. But otherwise, you get all these little dogs and cats. So I just thought it was fun, you know? And here's my other thing to recommend. This candy is, watch out of this world. It's a Take 5, which I guess is a regular candy bar. I don't know about it. That's one of the really odd things is that I never tried that candy bar, but then it has Reese's in there too. And pretzels and caramel. Oh my God. It's so good. Just help yourself out and get a bag of these. Would you please? Thank you so much, everyone. Please don't forget about signing up for the Chopped challenge. And please don't forget about signing up for any or all of the versions of the Charmed card kit. You can find more full details on my website, thestampingzoo.com. Thank you so much, everyone. Please stay safe until I see you again.